Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I would like to discuss hypertension or high blood pressure and certain over-the-counter drugs that individuals are taking and they're unaware that it's increasing their blood pressure. And not just myself, but many of my colleagues globally, we get this a lot, where an individual will come in and they're on prescribed medication from their physician, but they just cannot understand why their blood pressure remains elevated. And I'll tell you, proper blood pressure is extremely important for a number of reasons. But there are individuals that are, they go see their physician and they've been prescribed certain medication to take, and then they'd see an acupuncturist to discuss why the meds that they're on doesn't appear to be working. And more times than not, many individuals are taking over-the-counter drugs that's increasing their blood pressure. They have no clue. And for the most part, it's usually for pain. Now, can you see an acupuncturist to treat high blood pressure? Yes, you can. Because seeing an acupuncturist, you get an Eastern nutrition consultation session or sessions to make adjustments to your diet. You may be recommended herbal formulas along with a treatment protocol. But now you'll have individuals taking non-steroidal and anti-inflammatory drugs for pain, totally unaware as to how it's conflicting with the meds that they're on and what else it's doing. Because you see, taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, many individuals will take that to treat headaches. And this is a global situation, all right? To treat headaches, to reduce fevers, and even alleviate pain and inflammation. But they're unaware that taking these over-the-counter medicines for pain and headaches and fever long term can potentially damage a person's kidneys. And it's key to understand that your kidneys play an important role in regulating your blood pressure. They play an important role in regulating your blood pressure. And there are many individuals globally that are unaware of that. And again, this is why I say, along with seeing your physician on an annual basis or a physician, make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. Because let's say you're on prescribed medication for hypertension, but then you're also experiencing pain. Your acupuncturist can treat this pain so that you can get the response that you're looking for from your hypertension. Medication to treat high blood pressure from your physician. Because to turn around And to take these NSAIDs, you're offsetting the purpose of the hypertensive drugs in which you're on. Because NSAIDs tend to cause your body to retain sodium in water, which eventually leads to increased blood pressure. Another is some individuals take nasal decongestants over the counter. And they take it to slow down the production of mucus, which is what causes the nasal passages to clog. And these stimulants, tend in the nasal decongestions tend to increase a person's blood pressure. When used for an extended period of time. Again, see an acupuncturist. Because acupuncture treats nasal congestion. So you're getting what I'm saying here, along with seeing your physician, regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. It's a marriage made in heaven. Also, many individuals are taking different types of cold and flu medications. And they have various ingredients that can include decongestants, as well as non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory components, cough suppressants. And when you put that all together, the combination tends to constrict blood vessels and fluid retention, which then in turn causes short-term blood pressure to increase. And many individuals are unaware of this. There are acupuncture treatment protocols to treat cold and flu. Because as an acupuncturist, I understand that health is wealth, and so does my global colleagues. We understand that the wealth is not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not on an app on your phone or in the stock market. We understand it's not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet, and it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth is in you. Another is birth control. So young ladies, be careful, especially if you've been diagnosed as hypertensive. Birth control pills, different types of devices or patches can raise your blood pressure. Now, acupuncture can't or doesn't function as a form of birth control. But this is just FYI. Another is antidepressant drugs. Now, is acupuncture great for treating depression? Definitely. And this is why I recommend so many individuals go to acupuncturesmylife.tv. Watch the mental and emotional episode on depression. So that you can learn how you can benefit from acupuncture when it, not just depression, but worry, grief, sadness, anger, fear, stress, This is why millions globally are watching acupuncturesmylife.tv. But you see, antidepressants, people take those to change the activity of neurotransmitters that's tied to mood, which include, let's say, dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin. But you see, these drugs tend to increase levels of adrenaline, as well as other stimulating hormones, and in turn, this increases blood pressure. See your acupuncturist. Okay? If you're taking antidepressants, see an acupuncturist. If you want to learn more, go to acupuncturesmylife.tv. And you would learn how you can benefit from acupuncture if you're suffering from mental and emotional disorders. Because any underlying concern here is hypertension. You know, and it's all about understanding its contributing factors. And this is why sitting with an acupuncturist, if you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, an acupuncturist would first want to understand not just your constitution, but the contributing factors that's causing your blood pressure to be high, such as, let's say, emotional stress. Again, go to acupuncturesmylife.tv to get a better understanding, because, you know, things such as, let's say, chronic anger, frustration, tend to stagnate the chi of a person's liver. Which tends to exhaust the yin of a person's liver. And when you have deficient yin, yin cannot restrain yang, and then the yang of a person's liver can become hyperactive. What's another potential contributing factor? Poor diet. Eating too much in the way of like greasy foods or sweet foods, which tend to injure the spleen and stomach. And I told you the importance of both the spleen and stomach in the world of acupuncture. That represents your middle jiao, which is responsible for all postnatal chi and blood created after birth. And it tends to create dampness, which then further causes stagnation and the production of more heat, and overall would contribute or cause your blood pressure to go up. Another is a person constitutionally can suffer from kidney essence deficiency. And again, this is why I say sit with an acupuncturist. They'll teach you all of this. I mean, there are basic patterns to hypertension, and your acupuncturist would have to determine, just as an example, is it due to excess heat in the liver, or what I just spoke about, deficient yin and of the liver causing yang to be hyperactive? Was it due to liver and kidney yin deficiency, or deficiency of both yin and yang, or turbid dampness obstructing the clear orifices? It could be many things, but sitting with an acupuncturist and getting to the bottom of why your blood pressure is high is super important. And they'll sit with you to discuss a treatment protocol. You have to understand why I'm constantly saying make acupuncture a part of your life. But the main reason is acupuncture is my life. What's yours?